Hello everyone, and welcome back to WolfQuest, where we are here in the brand new Lost River DLC with Petra, who's not from around here. Petra is actually one of our Yellowstone wolves, but over the winter, oh, we can't regurgitate, never mind. Over the winter, she actually got separated from her mate Charon and the rest of her pups, and wandered her way over here where she met Loki, who's now vanishing into the distance there. Things were a little bit tight for both of them. Petra knew she was expecting puppies and couldn't afford to keep looking for Charon, because having pups, of course, she needs somewhere safe for them. She'd have to carve out a territory, but she wasn't in a good place to do that on her own. And Loki's technically too young to be out on his own normally anyway. He would have been dispersing this fall, and he'd been having a hard time caring for himself. We did learn last time that up until now he's been surviving in no small part thanks to the cattle ranch that's over that hill, but as the calves we killed got older, he started to struggle and had to resort to scavenging and stealing from the other packs, which got him a little bit beat up. So, for the time being, those two have joined forces and decided to help Petra take care of her pups until she's able to... What is 5F doing? Goodness. Until Petra is able to go and properly search for Charon with her pups when they're slightly older, and Loki himself is old enough to disperse properly. In the meantime, Petra's kind of trying to teach him the ropes. Now, Petra was assuming they would go back to the ranch at nightfall. I don't know what Loki's doing. I guess he's marking some territory, so... maybe in the meantime, we'll send the pups in the den here and try... You have just wandered so far away, goodness. I hope Loki's not being too chaotic of an influence, their adoptive big brother, but we'll send the pups in the den. Petra likes having a big territory, so maybe we'll take Loki to go reinforce it a bit more and see if we can pick up either a snack or just wait until dark. We technically can't go to the ranch during the daytime, and Loki made sure that Petra knew that it gets more dangerous. So we're waiting around. I can still smell the remains of our kill, but we have a little bit of time to kill until then. So let's see if we can catch up with Loki, find out what he's up to, and maybe go mark some territory of our own. Is this? Yep, that would be Loki. All right, looks like he headed this way. That's a fish. Well, it's free food. Not gonna say no to that. Well, there's Loki. What in the world is he doing? He must be marking the territory. He certainly is diligent. Petra has to give him that one. He's inexperienced, but he's not slacking off. It looks like he was marking some of this territory, and Petra does like having a 3-hex buffer, especially with Lost River inching closer here, so maybe we'll try to work on that a little bit while we wait for it to fall night. It looks like the sun is starting to set, so we should probably head back, but we marked a good bit here. We'll maybe howl to boost this up a little bit more. And I think we should head back down to the ranch. You can actually see quite far from here. Wow. Lost River is very mountainous when you actually see it. Those big rocks down there are right by our den, and beyond that, you can just see the road leading into the cattle ranch. So now that we've claimed this, I think we'll head back down. Certainly, we don't want to spend so long on territory that we don't have the chance to get anything else to eat. There's the ranch, just down by that river. You can barely see the fence in the distance, but the sun's still up a little bit. So I think we're gonna wait here until night properly falls. It wouldn't do to meet with whatever danger Loki has warned us awaits during the day. So, as the sun sets, we'll let these two settle down to wait. Looks like the last light is fading from the distant sky, and the stars are starting to come out. It's probably dark enough for us to make our move. So let's sneak down here, go back to that hole in the fence, Let's see if we can sneak our way back in and make off again. Oh, I guess it's still a little too bright. All right. Well, we can make our way over toward our entrance, at least, and get set up to enter it. Or is it? Petra was sure that this was the spot. Loki seems to remember something like this happening before, though. Sometimes you have to poke around and try again, so Petra's gonna have to search the perimeter here, see if we can find another way to enter. Aha, there is another way in, and what's more, Petra's sure that it was not there the previous night. There's often a way in, it seems, but perhaps not always in the same spot. I do smell the remains of our previous kill, though. May as well not let that go to waste, but it should be simple enough to take down another calf, too. We just have to find the herd. There it is. Oh boy, there's barely a mouthful left. Well, that helped a little, but it's not enough to feed the pups. I don't smell anything over here. Yeah, the scent was coming from this direction. So if we follow the fence towards the corner here, we'll probably smell them eventually. That's strange. We followed the whole width of the fence line here, and Petra's still not smelling them. I don't know how far the ranch extends this way, but being farther away from the fences and its gaps is not something that sits well with her. There's some sense, though. Domestic cattle. Maybe they are this way after all. Oh, we found them. But that doesn't look like somewhere Petra wants to go. There's no doubt about it, the scents are coming from in there, and you can see the cows. Ah, it looks like we're not gonna get a meal here tonight. There's something else that's bothering her, though. I don't see it now, but for a second, she was pretty convinced that she'd caught a strange scent in with the cows. She couldn't tell what it was, but there was something else there. It's not tonight's problem, though. We're gonna have to figure out another way of getting food. Well, we made it back out, but we're still hungry, unfortunately. I think Petra's, well, maybe not frustrated with Loki for it. He definitely doesn't always seem to have the best planning ahead. But if this is how he survived, he may not have had much other choice if he didn't know how to hunt being as young as he was. She's definitely having doubts over whether or not this will be a viable food source, though, because it wasn't exactly. Some of the pups are less hungry than others. We should probably find something to feed them. We've got 90, so if we find something else to snack on, we'll probably have enough to eat. But we're gonna have to hunt again in the morning. We can't just go straight back to the ranch. Just trying to get some sense here. Oh. That might be a scent we can make use of. This is something Petra does recognize. Beavers. There's not one on the trail. There's one making its way upstream, though. Are there others? Well, there's their lodge. Oh, achievement progress, bridge to meaty morsels, so there's something there. I smell them this way. Oh, there is one, okay. Well, if we can't get a cow, maybe we can at least get a beaver. That was not, we did not get as close as we could have. Are you gonna help us, bud? Oh, Loki's taking a swim. Goodness, he's really not the world's most proficient hunter. Oh, we're out of stamina. Oh. That's unfortunate. Alright, we may just have to make do with what we have, try to get some hares on the way back if we can, and do another hunt in the daytime. Well, if Loki's method of getting food failed, then at the least, maybe this is a good chance to teach the lad some better hunting skills. It's probably good we headed back anyway. The pups are about to leave the den here, so you have a fair amount of food. We need to see who's got the least. I think 6M has less. 6F also we should feed. As long as we can get a little food in them all, they'll last the night, I think. We shouldn't have too many worries. Who's had the most to eat, though? You've had quite a lot, 5F there. Why don't you let your siblings eat? Oh boy, okay, I think all of them are pretty good. Okay, they're all at least 70s to 80s. That's enough to sleep. We'll spend some time playing with them, and then Loki. How about tomorrow we give you a bit of a hunting lesson? Okay, we're feeling a little better rested, but the pups are hungrier than Petra would like them to be. Let's play with them. That's a bear, never mind. We're not gonna play. Please go back in the den. 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 Now. Oh no. Oh, Loki. I think you're about to get a lesson of a different variety. 6F, you need to move now. 6F, you need to go now. This is something that Petra is familiar with. Oh, Loki, don't rush it head first, please. Loki! Loki! Oh no, 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 I'm crashing into the rocks. I'm getting stuck on things. Oh, that's not good. All right, Loki, so what we're gonna do here is we're not gonna, oh, he is just biting. He is just biting. We're not gonna harass, we just wanna harass the bear. We don't wanna get hit. We don't want to bite. It's gonna hurt us if we get too close to it. We can scare it off by growling. We don't have to use our teeth. Oh, Loki. I hope that doesn't interfere in the hunting. Loki, be careful. Oh, goodness, he certainly is bold. Petra remembers well having that kind of confidence. Are you alright? You good? Yeah, I know. That's why we don't charge the bears head on. Come on. Let's go find something to hunt. Everybody's pretty hungry, including the bear by the look of it. There's also a toy airplane around here. Petra's gonna file that one under interesting things to come back to later. But the amethyst herd. Now that's something that might be worth pursuing, we just have to be quick about it. We didn't exactly get a whole lot of sleep after last night's adventure. Whew. Well, we lost scent of the amethyst herd, but we've got the jade herd now, and I think that we might actually find these guys. They smell fairly close. It's been a heck of a run, though. We've had to come all the way to the edge of our territory, which is saying something when the territory is as big as ours is. So I can definitely see why Loki would have considered the ranch a better option. Darn it, for a second I thought that rock was a really big carcass. Petra's so hungry that she's seeing bison carcasses everywhere. But as we've learned, the ranch alone isn't going to be enough to sustain us, so stargazer wolves too, apparently. It's gonna be worth our while to make sure. You know what? I'm also going to be prudent. I'm gonna try to... I always lose the direction that these hares have gone now. We're gonna see if we can sniff out this one. Nope, never mind. That hare's not around anymore? Okay, that's confusing, but whatever the case may be, we'll go over this way. There's the herd. Alright, this is going to be better to focus on anyway. The ranch is definitely not sustainable, at least year-round, we know for sure. Loki's told us as much, but it doesn't seem to be sustainable every night either. Oh, Loki, have you chosen well? She's still running. Did she kick you pretty hard in the face? Is that what happened here? Looks like you gave up on that one pretty quickly. Oh, that's not a bad option. No, okay. yeah, we'll give a bit of a hunting lesson here. I think, too, not only does helping him help her, but, you know, she genuinely does care for him. They spent the winter together, and he's a bit like a son, I think. Another son. He's a little bit older than she would have expected, but either that or a little brother, and she genuinely wants him to be able to do okay for himself when she's not here, because she's gonna have to go back to Charon after all this, of course. She doesn't— ow! I'm getting distracted. But she doesn't want him to be unable to fend for himself either. Clearly, he was not doing so well after the calves at the ranch got too big to hunt in the later parts of the year, as he described. So yeah, teaching him is gonna help both of them, but it'll do her some good to know, too, that even when she's not here, he's not gonna be just completely helpless. Poof, that herd certainly isn't close, though. That took almost a full half bar there of our energy to get there and back again, so it's not the most convenient. It's enough to feed the pups, though, and that's what counts. And now we're able to take a much-earned rest. Is that just a raven over there? I think so. With that bear that bothered us earlier, hopefully we won't have to worry too much for a little while, at least. We'll play with the pups and then get some rest, though, I think, especially with Loki hurt. We don't want him pushing himself too hard. Well, hunt is one thing, but who knows what other attacks may await us, and Petra really doesn't want him getting himself severely injured. Are they all pretty full on food now? They're doing alright. Maybe we'll feed them once more. Oh, we are completely full, goodness. We'll play with them a bit too, and then get some sleep, I think. Oh, that's not good. I see problems. It seems like the local wolves have caught wind of us. Alright, everybody get back in the den. They're still sizing us up. We've got a few moments. No, you don't. You get out of here. Lost River 2M. Oh, Loki seems like he has, he certainly seems furious with them, that's for sure. And to be fair, yeah, they very much did just attack us, but where did he even go? He's vanished completely over that hill. Alright, no, you don't. You get out of here, Mr. Mange Tail. Look at you. Nasty, skinny little tail. You go. We gotta go back and make sure the pups aren't leaving, though. A lot of the time they like to pop out in the open. Loki, Loki's really not doing the greatest. Well, I locked onto the wrong one. He's trying. Unfortunately, the wolf over there doesn't seem as intimidated, which is fair. Did it leave? Nope, it's gonna, though. Lost River 4F. You back the heck off. Get out of my territory. Get out of my territory, and pups stay in the den. Yeah, you want to throw hands? We'll throw hands. Oh, wait, get off of me. Get off of me. Using my own den against me, that's a low blow. Go on, you leave. I can fight a lot longer than you're gonna be able to with a health bar like that. Yeah, get out. Get out. Stay away from my den. You better run. Are they gone? They're gone. Loki, are you good? You good? Go ahead and give him a sniff to make sure. Oh, he's in the middle of howling. You alright? I think you're fine. Still a little hurt from that bear attack. Well, we're not exactly hungry just yet, so I suppose we may as well rest a little while longer into tomorrow. Hopefully now those wolves will leave us alone. Do they mess up our territory? Not too much, actually, but they are encroaching on the top there. We'll have to go claim those hexes in the morning. Well, the day's growing late, and everyone's getting pretty hungry. Petra's not sure what to think about going back to the ranch, but Loki's pretty insistent. If they wait until nightfall, it would be a good idea. Oh, buddy, though, you better actually wait. Alright, we probably should stop him before he gets into trouble. Petra Petra's still unsure. I mean, they have 1 success to 1 failure. Even then, I guess they got a little bit of a snack. That said, the territory's kind of in a state right now, so maybe we should use what's left of the daylight to go reinforce that and circle back down around to the ranch to try again. Oh, this is a weird place. Look at this. Motor oil. Looks like a rundown gas station. Not that Petra would know what that is. I think it's abandoned. There's not too many interesting things around there from what she can tell. But we may as well keep going because what Petra's noticed is that a couple of these hexes up here are kind of weak. Oh, there's dispersals here, elements dispersals for that matter, actually, but they're females, so not exactly like Petra has any real reason to interact with them. They probably just fight. But we'll probably mark this hex too, and then maybe go try to steal some of that territory away from Lost River. Petra likes having a nice big buffer, and we've got a little bit of daylight to burn before we head back down to the ranch. So it can't hurt, nor can snagging a rabbit that's gonna walk straight into our jaws, actually. You good, bud? We're marking this place. Loki's sniffing around. He seems kind of anxious about it all. He is pitching in, but I think Petra is getting the sense that he doesn't exactly like being up here. He seems grateful for the company, but look at him looking off into the distance there. He definitely seems concerned that they might get jumped, and to be fair, they are in stranger territory. But I don't think she's usually seen him quite so jumpy. Maybe it's after the attack earlier today. Here's the second territory. I'm not bothering going for the scent post. I don't even know if this one has one, but it's not really worth it because it's so weakly marked we can just howl it down. But if we can claim, there we go, if we claim these and then at some point, but this one was a little bit stronger, 54 is not terrible, I guess, but we'll claim that on the other trip because I think if they're gonna go to the ranch, Petra wants to make sure that they have time to do it. So we'll just mark these two for today and kind of make sure that we straighten up this one down here. But having a 3 hex buffer just means that the wolves are going to have to go real far to cause any sort of problem for us, and that makes Petra feel a lot more comfortable. She doesn't want to screw around with stranger wolves wandering into her territory every 10 minutes. There's a walkie-talkie around here too, apparently. We're kind of on a mission, so we're not going to sniff that out necessarily. We're heading back down because, as you can see, the sun is dipping below the horizon there. This is... Can we mark here? No, we're too close to the ranch. Okay, so we won't worry about that. But we gotta sneak back over to it because we want to try to slip back in when it's dark. Oh man, I definitely hope that Loki is right, that the cows aren't always hidden. What are we smelling here? Windstorm dispersals. I didn't know there were so many wolves over here. Dispersals are one thing. They're often not worth the energy to chase off. I guess they're right here is why we're smelling them so strongly. Interesting. There's also the gold herd around here too. They have not been easy to find on the other days that we've been looking for. We had to run all the way to the edge of our territory. But I think Petra's comforted to know that there is a herd nearby-ish if they have another day when they need it. That said, the ranch is undisputably less energy, so provided that Loki's right, and the cows will be huntable again, it might be worth the risk. Alright, night is upon us. We'll have to see if we can find a way back in, and hopefully Loki's correct. The last time we found an entrance, it was somewhere over here, but oh. Well. It would seem indeed. It is the same spot this time. Okay. Alright. So it doesn't always change. Petra's learning, little by little. Oh gosh, I don't know the wind direction though. I suppose we'll just do some sneaking. If we even need to. I see them. They're up on that hill. Alright. What direction is the wind? We want to be careful of that so they don't smell us coming. Oh, it's this way. I see. Alright. Let's be careful. But they're generally not the most astute of creatures, it would seem. After all, there's a couple unattended over here. They're a little bit easier to sneak up on. Now is really not the time. Then a lot, I think. Maybe we'll be able to get to this one? Oh no, they're moving back together. Darn it! Ah, I missed a good chance. The whole herd... Oh, watch out, Loki. The whole herd is on the move close together. And that's generally not a good thing. Oh boy. We're gonna have to take a chance. Take whichever chance we can get. Oh! Is there one getting left behind? Possibly. You just gotta wait for an opening. This one might be open in the open enough. Alright, we're going for it. Oh, Loki! Oh, Loki, that wasn't good! Loki, that wasn't good! We gotta hurry. Oh, we're gonna get bullied off of this carcass, aren't we? Those cows do not look happy. Oh, they do not look happy. Alright, eat quickly, eat as little as we can get, and then go. Let's move it. I don't want to get pushed off the carcass by him. I think that spooked Petra a little, but I mean, we can come back the next night. At least there'll be more left of the carcass. So that might not be a bad plan either, to return to the kill that we made. In that case, even if the cows aren't always available to us, it could make this a little bit more viable. Whew, okay, we made it back. And we got enough food, I think, to feed them. They're pretty hungry, but between Petra and Loki, yeah, 97, he should be good. We'll have enough for him. Okay, Loki, you're convincing me. I can see why you like the ranch. It certainly is easy prey. I mean, look at Petra's health. She barely took even any damage from that at all, compared to with an elk hunt, you're usually a lot further down. She's beginning to understand how an inexperienced yearling would have been able to survive off of those cows, although she doesn't like the look of the bigger ones. But there is still the matter of that strange scent from earlier, too. Or are they gonna have enough? We might have to go snag something quickly for them. Oh, I think, okay, three of them have had enough. It's only these two that haven't. Yeah, we'll be okay, I think. Oh, do you have more food for them, Loki? Yes, alright, they'll be just fine. But I think Petra's gonna have to solve that mystery another day. Oh, 6F is following after Loki. No, 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 don't lead him too far from the den, Loki. Yeah, we're gonna have to leave this off here, I think, so we'll find out more about whatever that weirdness earlier was later on. For now, we'll go ahead and leave this off. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.